I think it's important to clarify because depending on where you look, it says that you were released by the UFC and you weren't released by the UFC. So I just think that's important to note because you fought out your deal and then they chose just not to resign you. So it's not like they cut you or anything. Were you surprised by that, or because I mean, like you said, you were hoping to get back in there sooner? Did you think they may just give you another chance to rectify that?
At the time, I was fighting a top 15 guy, and I think like anything that was gonna happen, I don't think I would think I was gonna get another fight. Just generally, you're fighting a top guy. If you win or lose, you should be able to stay in the game. But I think the way that I fought, the way I pulled guard, and the way that it happened, a lot of fans were disappointed, and I lost a lot of stock in that transition. So I think that's kind of like, as a fan and as a business, the UFC is a business. They kind of, it makes sense for them to be like, well, you lost a lot of fans, like go get your fans back, go get some wins and see what happens. But I can understand, it's a business, like if pulling guard is going to be that much of a detriment to the ability to keep fighting and the ability to make money, then fuck it, I won't pull guard ever again, And I already made that decision. Kind of done with pulling guard. I always do really well from pulling guard, and it was kind of like something that I had in my back pocket. But I feel like now, like not only for myself, I have to try to get on top. I have to try to be effective in different positions. And I kind of didn't really have that mindset because I was so successful from the bottom, generally.
Is that I guess how they left it with you? Like, hey, go get your fans back, show us something, and the door's open, or
Well,
what
I
was that
didn't really talk
conversation
to
like?
them directly because I had some management and I had a couple of different managers kind of speaking for me and everything. So I don't really know what was said. If I was the UFC, that's what I would be thinking. If I was the UFC, I'd be thinking, hey, go get some fights and see what happens. And, we never know what happens after a fight or after two. Things could go up, things could go down, things could go to the left or right. Other things can happen. I don't know. I'm not really thinking too much past this fight. I'm trying to get this fight. I'm trying to show my fans that I'm a really good fighter and I can do some really good performances and I can create a lot of momentum. So I think this fight is more about just showing that I don't need to pull guard and I could beat somebody's ass. That's the plan.